Yes, sir.
Okay, in the previous class, we were discussing what is tunnel. Can anybody tell me what is tunnel? Yes, we will have a revision for 2 minutes, and then we will move ahead with our today's discussion, that is the shape of tunnel and its construction methods. Right? Can anybody tell me what is tunnel? Can anybody tell me what is tunnel? Karan, what is tunnel?
Sir, it is a underground passage
Hmm. What is
for a
for
sir, to for passengers or to for a flow of water or
or okay. So, what kind of an advantage we are going to have? Why we needed to build this particular tunnel? What is the necessity? What is the necessity? Why we need to construct the tunnel?
So because it's economical, so that it cannot, we don't have to make a longer route.
What?
It's economical as we don't have to make a longer route to go beside the hill.
Okay, if there is any kind of an obstruction, such as say if you normally we are going to have the mountains and all, right? If we are going to have, and if we want to reduce the traveling time, and if we want to move from one particular place to the another particular place, and if we are going to have the obstruction in between, then we needed to have the tunneling, or else it is going to increase the distance, right? It is going to increase the distance if we are not going to use the tunnel. So that is the reason why we will be using the tunnel. And also, in order to carry out, say, as a strategic point of view, this tunnel is going to help us. Okay, this tunnel is going to help us to carry out all the arms and ammunitions and the personnel from one point to the other point safely, even if it is going to be bombarding outside, right? The tunnel will give us a safety from all those bombarding and all. So that is the reason why we will be using this particular tunnel. Then next is, we have seen, okay, the history of it, right? We have seen the history of it, and then the tunneling methods is going to be dependent upon the ground condition, groundwater conditions, right? And then the length and the diameter, then the depth of the tunnel, how much depth we should have, then the logistics that is going to be supporting the tunnel excavation, and the final use and the shape of the tunnel that we need to have it, right? So we will discuss regarding the advantages and the disadvantages, and then we will see towards the different shapes of a tunnel, right? The advantages and disadvantages, we will see it, right? So tunnels are more economical than open cuts beyond the certain depth. Okay, and tunnel are as you we have studied, it avoid the disturbance, right? It is going to happen due to the disturbance, right? It is going to be avoid the disturbance or interference with the surface, right? And the traffic during the construction. Okay, and then the tunnels, it is going to be cheaper than bridges, right? Or uh, it is going to carry out the public utility like water, sewer, and gas. We will be using, right, these are tunnels if you are going to have the mountains and hills, right? And if the tunnels are provided with the gradients, then the cost of hauling distance is going to be get reduced, right? If we are going to use the proper this thing, then we will reduce the this thing. Okay, and this is a different parts of a tunnel, right? This is, we call it as a crown. This is, we call it as an crown of your tunnel. Then this is, we are going to call it as a side, right side of the tunnel, and then this is the working space where your vehicle will be moving, and this is we call it as an invert. Okay, now along with this, we are also going to have some of the advantages again, right? Tunnels avoid the dangerous cuts, right? That is going to be happen, and then the tunnels avoid the interference with the surface and air. Okay, and it is going to provide the freedom from snow and icebergs. Okay, it is going to provide the freedom from the snow and the icebergs. Okay, and there are some few of the disadvantages are also there, right? So we will mention, right? We will mention those disadvantages, right? The initial cost of construction, as I have told, it will be high, right? It is initial cost of construction, it will be high, but looking towards the time it is going to reduce and the distance it is going to reduce, the tunnels will prove it is going to be proved economical if we are going to reduce too much of distance, and if we are going to save too much of time, this proves too much economical. Okay, so this is how your tunnels are going to be, it is going to provide the advantages, right? And now the next disadvantages is it is very necessary. The normal laborers cannot construct this particular tunnels, right? We need to have very skilled labor in order to have this particular construction of tunnel. Okay, and it takes long time for the successful completion of the tunnel. It is not that the construction of tunnel that today you have started the tunnel construction and tomorrow it is going to over. No, it is going to take a huge amount of time in order to have the construction of this particular tunnel. Okay, and in case of next disadvantage is the construction of tunnel requires the specialized and the sophisticated instruments, right? The construction of tunnel, it requires the sophisticated instruments, and which will be very costly also. Okay, so this is the different parts of your tunnel. Then we will see the tunnel lining and all we are going to see in our next class. But first we are going to see, right, the different shapes of tunnel, right? We will see the different shapes of tunnel. Now, when it comes to the different shapes of tunnel, right, we are going to have circular, we are going to have elliptical section, we are going to have egg-shaped section, right? We are going to have the horseshoe section, right? So this is what these are what your different sections of tunnel, right? Now we will see, right, one by one the different shapes of tunnel. We will see what is circular tunnel. Okay, we will see first the circular tunnel. Okay, so this type of section offers the greater resistance to the external pressure. Okay, now your circular tunnel, it is going to offer greater resistance, right, towards the external pressure. It is going to be the external pressure is going to be caused by, right, say your water, right, water bearing soils or soft ground. Okay, the external pressure is mainly basically due to your soil as well as the water if it is there in that particular soil, right? So if we are going to have, right, if you are going to have your circular type of, right, circular type of tunnel, it is going to reduce, right, the external pressure that is being caused by either soil or either by water if you are going to have the underground tunneling. Okay, now then next is, if the ground is highly unstable such as soft clay or sand, it is it becomes very necessary wherever there is an soft clay is there or sand is there, then we need to go for the circular shape of the tunnel. We need to go for the circular tunneling. Okay, then next is for carrying water and sewerage, right? For carrying the water and for the sewage circulation, right? We will be using this particular circular tunnel. If we are going to use the tunnel for carrying the water as well as sewage, right, then we will be using this particular circular shape of tunnel. Okay, these circular tunnel are not preferred for having, say, your normal traffic, right? Your circular tunnel, we are not going to prefer it for having the traffic. If we want to move the traffic, then we choose the D section of tunneling, or say we will choose a rectangular section of tunneling, we also choose. Okay, then we will see the elliptical shape of tunneling. So this is your circular tunnel. We will see some of the examples of circular tunnels also, right? So we will see some of the circular tunnel examples. So basically, we are going to use this tunnel for carrying the sewage or sewerage, right? Or we will be utilizing it for, say, not for road construction, but we may utilize, right? We may utilize, this is how your circular sewer will look like. Okay. So circular sewer circular tunnel will look like this. Okay. So this is an example of your circular tunnels. This is what your circular tunnel is. See, this is how it looks. So we are it is gathered. We are going to use. This is what your circular tunnel is. Here we normally this circular shape of tunnel we will be here. They have mentioned not preferred for traffic in the presentation, but we will be utilizing this. Say we cannot utilize it for heavy traffic, but we can utilize this for momentum of the train, where the heavy traffic is not there, only a single train will be moving. If we use it for, say, why they have mentioned for it cannot be used for traffic is, if we want to have this circular your tunnel, right? The width, the diameter of your tunnel has to be increased. So that is the reason why we are not going to utilize this particular circular tunnel for carrying out the road traffic, but we can utilize it for the momentum of the train, because hardly only one lane will be there. So only the train can be easily moving, right? So if we want to have to move to the road traffic, then we require two lanes. Then what will happen? The width of our tunnel we need to increase in case of, or we need to increase the diameter of the circular tunnel. So that is the reason why we are not going to utilize it for carrying out the road traffic, but of course we can utilize it for carrying out the rail traffic. Okay, so this is how we are going to utilize our circular type of tunnels. Okay, next is we are going to have elliptical section. Okay, so we will be seeing now elliptical shape of tunnel. Okay, so elliptical shape of tunnel, or you can say, you can call it as in the egg type of tunnel, right? This is your egg type of tunnel, and this is your elliptical shape of tunnel. Okay, so we will see regarding elliptical shape of tunnel. Okay, now there are these they are used in grounds compare than the rock. Okay, they are going to be used in your soil rather than the rocks. These tunnels serve as the water sewage condition. Okay, they are going to be basically they are going to be used utilized for the wherever we need to carry out the water or sewage, there we are going to utilize this particular elliptical tunnel. They are, since they are having the elliptical shape, right? So the construction, it may become they are difficult to construct. It may become difficult to construct. Okay, and as they are going to have the narrow base, right? As you can see that the base is very narrow, right? So what will happen? It is not going to be suitable for the your carrying out the traffic. Okay, now this is your egg-shaped section, right? This is your egg-shaped tunnel, right? So this is how it looks, right? This is how it looks, your egg-shaped tunnel. This is how it looks, right? So egg-shaped section, okay? These sections are having the narrow cross section at the bottom, and it is only best suited for carrying out the sewage. Okay, and they maintain the self-cleansing velocity, right? I think you know what is self cleansing velocity if you have studied wastewater. Then they resist the external pressure as well as the internal pressure, right, due to the curve shape. Okay. So next is we will be utilizing this D section or your horseshoe shape, right? We are going to utilize this horse shape, right, for carrying out the traffic. Okay. So this is how your horseshoe shape it look like. Okay, it is more popular, right, in the form of we call it as an either horseshoe or we call it as an we are having the semicircular, right, semicircular roof. Okay, and then this is it is going to provide an advantage. The reason why it is going to give you the more advantages, we are going to have this particular more width we can obtain with this particular horseshoe shape. Okay, and it is the best shape suited for the traffic purpose, right? And the floor of the tunnel is nearly flat. Okay, you can see that the floor of the tunnel is nearly flat and it is going to helpful for carrying out for the traffic. This section is more suitable in order to, in the your soft rocks, and it is also suitable to carrying out the water and sewage. But normally this particular kind of your horseshoe shape of tunnel we are going to prefer in case of our say carrying out the traffic. Okay, then this is what your horse shoe shape. Then we will see some rectangular tunnels also. We will see some rectangular tunnels also, right? So right now we are going to see towards the rectangular shape of tunnel, right? So this tunnel is mainly we are going to use if we are going to get the hard rock, then only we are going to utilize the rectangular shape of tunnel, right? We are going to use if we are going to get the hard rock, then we are going to use the rectangular tunnels. And it is we are going to we are going to utilize this as your RCC box. Okay, we are normally we are going to utilize this as an RCC box type of tunnel. So this is how your rectangular, see, as you can see, this is a tunnel, right? So here we have the RCC sections, right? So this is what your rectangular type of tunnel. So this is your rectangular type of tunnels. This is also an example of rectangular tunnel. Okay, so these are nothing but your different shape of tunnel. Now we will see what are the different methods of tunneling. In that method of construction of tunnel, in this we will be seeing the four poling method of tunneling, right? Four poling method of tunnel. First method in construction, right, or four poling method. So we will have this four poling method in brief we are going to discuss, right? In brief, we are going to discuss regarding the four poling method of tunneling. So this is what your four poling method of tunneling. As you can see, right? This four poling method is only system which could be advocated or it can be utilized for running ground and the similar soil. So wherever there is an soil and all is there we can utilize this four poling method of tunneling. And this four poling method is a very old method of tunneling. Okay, it is a very old method of tunneling and it is being gradually replaced by the compressed air tunneling, right, wherever it is going to be possible. Okay, and this four polling method is very tedious and slow process, as it is going to require a very skilled labor, right? Skilled labor has to be there in case of your four polling method. Okay, and that this four polling method can be utilized for the smaller dimension of the tunnels, right? Wherever there are smaller dimensions are required, there we can utilize this four polling tunnels. It is generally, this particular method is going to be utilized for carrying out, right, for carrying out our say gas or pipelines, right, gas lines, pipelines or sewers, right, at ordinary depth wherever we want, we can utilize this particular the four polling method. Okay, and then what we are going to have do in this particular method, right, here you can see that, right, here you can see that this particular shaft is going to be sunk into the surface. Here this there is a shaft, what it is there over here, you can see that we are going to, wherever there are rocks are there, there we cannot use it. Wherever there is a soft ground is there, there only we can utilize this four polling method of tunneling. Here what we do is, wherever here we are going to have one particular shaft, then as the surface of the soft soil is bit smooth, we are going to keep it inside, we are going to drag it inside, and as the soil is going to come up, that we are going to remove that particular soil, and then we are going to have the concrete lining inside, and here we are going to use the wooden bends, right, as we are going to have, right, as we are going to have, right, your shaft over here. As we press inside, some soil is going to come out, so that soil we are going to take out, and the lining, that whatever we are going to get out from the shaft, we are going to keep the support of wooden, right, wooden bent, we are going to support it, and slowly we will be moving out our normal say shaft. As inside, as it moves inside, soil will come out, we are going to take it out. So again we are going to move the shaft inside, and the soil whatever is going to come, we are going to take it outside. So like this, right, like this we are and how much depth we are going to go inside, we are going to give the support of the wooden bends, right, we are going to give the support of wooden bends. Now let us see the four pole method of tunneling, whether it is present in the YouTube, so that you can see how the work will be carrying out. Okay, so we will see how the four polling method will be done, right? Four polling method of tunneling will be done. If it is available, then we will see it. Probably it is there, so we will see how it is going to be carried out. See, you can see that we are going to run the shaft inside. We are going to take the soil outside. You will see how we will be doing the four polling method of tunneling. This is the presentation, it is there. Yes. So see, we can see that we have the shaft inside. We have created the shaft inside. So this is how the shaft that is going to be put inside. And then what we are going to do is, we will be slowly, this is how the shaft is getting putting inside. So here after this, we have created one particular shape, right? So shaft will be put like this. And then we will take the soil out. We hear there is a vibration is going on, and see, this is how the shaft they are putting. This is how we are going to take the soil outside. So they have taken the soil outside. So this is the shaft, how it is going to be put. And they have entered actually. So they have created the tunnel, and this is how the shaft is going to be placed inside the soil. Okay. So this is how they are going to construct. So as and ahead, as we are going to move, see, they have created the shaft. The shaft is going to put support. It is going to act as a support so that the topsoil would not fall, right? So this is how they are penetrating the shaft inside. Right, you can see that they are penetrating the shaft inside, and whatever the soil is going to come, right, that they are going to take it outside. So this is what the four poling method of your four poling method. Okay, we will see one more video so that you are going to get a clear idea. Okay, they are putting the shaft inside, and now once the shaft has been kept here, they are going to take this particular soil outside. They are placing the shaft. This shaft, as it has been penetrated inside, it is going to act as a support so that the soil is not going to fall. They are placing the shafts only. So they will move inside like this. Okay, so this is the shape of the tunnel that has been created, right? So they are going to take this soil out. So they will move inside like this. So this is what your four poling method of tunneling. Next is we will see some other methods. So shield tunneling and all, it is a tunnel boring method is there. Now we will see the needle beam method. We will see the needle beam method of tunneling. So in the needle beam method, right, this method is also suitable for, this is what the needle beam, the method of your tunneling, right? So this method is also, it is going to be suitable for only for the soils in which the roof could be dependent upon for the few minutes. So here what we are going to have is, right, so the here we are going to have the trench jacks, and this is what the liner plate. So here what we are going to do in the liner plate, a liner plate, slowly we are going to be put inside the soil where we want to have the tunnel, and we are going to move it inside the soil so that the soil will, soft soil, it is going to come out, and we are going to slowly, we are going to put it inside. As the soil is going to come out, right, what we are going to do is we are going to keep it, right, keep moving this particular bench. This particular your we can see, we can have this particular your combination of the trench jacks and the liner plate. We slowly we will be moving it inside, and as the soil is going to come, right, we are going to take it outside. So this is how we are going to have our needle beam method, right? A monkey drift, or for a short distance of around 900 mm, right? This is the monkey, we call this as a monkey drift, right? So we are going to have this particular around 90 centimeter, we are going to keep it inside, right? For one day work only, we can move, if we are going to start our work, right, only 90 centimeter of the work can be done, right? This particular your needle, right, it is a plank, right, we call it as a liner plate. This is made up of your wooden roof, right? This is made up of wooden roof, and then the trench jacks. So these jacks are acting as a support so that the your soil will should not fall. So this is how we are going to carry out the needle, right? So this is a needle, it is going to act as a needle beam method. So here we are going to have the your liner, right? And this is your support, right? And then from this, we are going to move it inside. As we move it inside, the soil will come out, right? The soil is, we are going to take it outside, and then we are going to have this needle beam method. See, this is what your support is, right? And then we are going to have the jacks. We are going to move it inside, right? As the soil is going to come out, we are going to take it outside. So this is what your needle beam method of your tunneling. Okay. So the roof of it is going to be getting supported by the wooden segment. This is what your wooden segment, right? It is going to be getting supported, and after the drift is completed, the needle beam, which is about 5 meter, right? It is going to be slowly, it is going to be stick forward. So this particular thing, as the soil is going to come out, this will be moved forward. Okay, this will be moved ahead, and then we are going to have your beam construction, your tunnel construction. Okay, so only I have told a drift of around 1 meter is driven on a working space. So this is what I have told. And then we are going to have the needle beam of around 5 to 6 meters. So this is this drift is of 1 meter, and the needle beam. So what is that needle beam is? This is your needle beam. So this is, we are going to have around 5 to 6 meter long. So we can give the support to around 5 to 6 meter, and slowly we will be carrying out our work. So we will see how they are a needle beam method. If I explain right with the video, then you will understand the needle beam method. We will see some of the videos of the needle beam method. This is tunnel lining method of excavation. Needle beam method, I think you will see if there is any video is available. I think they are having the presentation, but not the actual video. See, this is what the needle beam method. So what I was telling is this jack. So this needle beam will be maintained for around say 5 to 6 meter length. So this is what the jack, it is going to be supported, and this is going to be the lagging. So this was, I was telling, see, this is how it looks from front, and this is, it looks from the side view. Okay. So this needle beam will be around 5 to 6 meters. So as we are going to move ahead, right, this lagging will be moved ahead, and then the jack along with the needle, it is going to be moved ahead. As the we are going to give the support to this. As the soil will be coming out, we are going to take it outside. So this lagging will be continuously giving us support. Okay, this lagging is continuously, it is going to be give us support. And then the reason why we call it as a needle beam is, since it is going to utilize as a needle, and it will be having the length of around 5 to 6 meter, right? So we call this as the needle beam, and it is going to be, this needle beam is going to be get supported with the thick thick column we will be using, so that it can support, the thick column is going to support this needle beam, and this needle beam is going to be rusted, supported by the jack. This jack is completely, it is hydraulic, right? So, and it is, we are going to have the lagging. So lagging, as we are going to move ahead, the soil will come out, we are going to take it outside, and as we are going to carry out the work. So on this, there is a video is not available, and it is going to have some of the disadvantages, right? This particular method is going to have some of disadvantages, right? We will see what are those disadvantages. The beams, and it makes the use of the, as it is going to use the beam, right? There is a difficulty in mechanical method of concreting. Since we are going to use this particular, the beam, it is going to occupy the more space, right? And what will happen is, whenever after having this particular tunnel, when we want to put the concrete inside for the support for lining, due to this particular assembly, the working will become difficult when we are going to put the lining to it. Okay, and then the pushing of the heavy beam, right, by hand, it is going to be a laborious, right? It is going to, since we are we are going to utilize this by the hand method, the taking it forward will become difficult. So that is the reason why the normally we are going to use very less, right? This particular method we are going to use it very less. Okay, so this is regarding your needle beam method. This is regarding your needle beam method. Okay, so we have studied regarding the advantages, disadvantages, the shapes, right, and the two methods of your tunneling. Now you can have your attendance in the chat box, right? You can give your attendance in the chat box. You can give your attendance in the chat box. We will stop the class over here. Tomorrow we will see some more method of your tunnel construction.